Oh boy. So, hi guys, this is Uyega, and this is, I don't know, day 1.5. I didn't do it day 1 because, honestly speaking, this patch has kind of been kind of boring, per se. Not much has changed, to be honest. Whatever was strong now has been whatever was strong previously, okay? So all the 0.10 shit is kind of still strong. Let me just show you anyway. I'm gonna go to, wait, I need to do this first. Okay, so I'm gonna briefly talk about the build I'm playing. This is probably the best starter. It's actually better than Deadeye, mostly because you have almost zero gear requirements. Deadeye, you still need a decent bow. For Hollow Palm Monk, you pretty much don't need anything. You just need like decent armor pieces, and like you can get them cheap. So I got this like 6 exalts, and I got this for like 1 exalt or something. You also need something like this. This was like 3 exalts. And then I slammed a couple of mods, maybe about 4 or 5 exalts total. And this is like 1 exalt, and then I slammed on a couple of mods. So, hollow pump scaling, let's go into it in detail. Pretty much what you care about is, so I've done computation for this. I don't think crit is the way to go, especially early, because you don't really have the ES to be able to sustain crit. And also you're just better off just getting as much percentage damage nodes as possible, generic percentage damage. So with Hollow Palm, what you want to do at the start is you're just going to beeline here all the way to this. You can get Hollow Palm at level 13 or 14, and once you get it, it's pretty much smooth sailing all the way. And then after you get Hollow Palm, what you want to do next is get all the percentage to increase attack damage nodes, so like these ones and these ones, as well as these ones, right? And then once you get all the increased percentage damage nodes, you can start pathing for other things, like down here further off you have more percentage increased damage nodes, you have like pen nodes. Yeah. So right now I'm at 63. I'm in, what was it called, interlude. I've spent some time on this. I didn't really rush the maps just because I didn't feel a need to. But yeah, right now I also have some spirit issues. I would like to have a bit more spirit so I can use combat focus, but I don't have that at the moment because this companion is pretty much taking up most of my spirit. Okay, let's talk about the we don't need to talk about scaling. You already know the scaling. Evasion is still pretty good. You can get, I don't even have Wind Dancer right now, and that's a 59% evasion chance. And then your deflection is about 46, something thereabout. So pretty good defensive layers. Not many things one tap you, and then you have free stuff as well. So you know you barely die. Maybe I'll just run the map first then. No. Of course, I'm a little over level for this area, but you can kind of get the gist of it. I don't have cap res at all, and it's like 60 to 40 something to 60. Mostly because I didn't really like get a lot of expensive pieces. My rings are like 1 exalt each or something. Yep. I've pretty much farmed quite a bit of currency actually. Actually, let me show you. So, I got lucky. I dropped 2 divines, 2 greaters, 2 divines, and about 34 exalts, all the way up to here. Okay. Look for the other pedestal. I think it's on the other side, isn't it? The great thing about melee is even though it looks like it's sprinting a lot, but as in it looks like sprinting might be dangerous, but in this case it's not that bad because you can just dash attack to cancel the sprint and then keeps you mobile. So yeah. What was that? Oh, which one? Amulet, a ring, or jewel? I think a jewel generally gets you the most just your recharge, maximum life. Maximum life kill's not bad. Minion life, regen. I think this, even though it looks kind of meh. Let me. I can go the other side as well. Wish for a. Let me think. Amulet has like some really good drops, but just Amulet. Recoup mana. Yeah, these are all kind of meh. Sag. Okay. I'm gonna move on to like the next area and then you have a better idea of how this plays out, but yeah. Let's talk to... I'll lose some more resistance in a short while. Oof. I think I can move this here. 13 attack damage, and this one is Copen. Let's try this. Can I also regal this?
Welcome to Mount Crier. Keep if not good hunting.
What is this for? Wait, there's a howling caves? Let me see if there's any thing to pick up. Okay. Just ancient monument, that's all? Okay. Oh, it's over there, it's not. Okay. So I can go here and get 2 points. Ow. That was it? Okay. Oh, that's because I'm using a stricter loop filter now. Okay, what do I add? I actually can't remember where I'm going. Oh yeah, I did inspect out a couple of points. Cause I needed this just for mana efficiency. I can't recall what I went into. I think this is great, but yeah, this is also 1 point different. This here is nice too. I can't remember why I took this out of. I'm pretty sure some damage nodes. Anyway, I think I can figure it out later. Tell you what, for now I'm just gonna wait. I think I know where. Here. Elemental damage and show. Yep.
My king died by the spirit's will. You'll die by mine.
Shall not blunt my resolve.
Yep. Damage is pretty nice. Oh, is this extra spirit? Can I actually start using my stuff again? Oh yes I can. That's great. Okay, this is combat frenzy, so I got to charge stuff again. And 10 left. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm not selling stuff for 1 elk anymore. I don't have the time. 1 elk is just not worth it. I think I'll just cover the build right now so you don't get bored. So yeah, pretty much you saw the build's performance. Res can probably be solved by just socketing these if I find enough runes for it. So as you can tell, the damage is pretty good. I'll show you how the damage is set up. I am also lucky in a sense because I did find 2 graters, so I have 2 5 links. So your damage is actually both Ice Strike and Frozen Locus. You have to use both of them together. If you don't use both of them together, your damage is significantly lower. Use Bell as well. Actually, I have no idea why I haven't gotten the 3rd link on the Bell. I do have extra jewelers lying around. I just don't know why I didn't do it. So let's cover all the individual stuff. Actually, why haven't I put support on this? I also don't know. I think I didn't have enough support. So yeah, Frozen Locust is pretty much your primary damage dealer. It doesn't look like it, but it actually is, especially for clear, because the AoE for this is so huge. Using this to proc Herald Ice because this freezes. Very high chance of freezing because of the high hit, and also because of the chill ground and all that. And then it has more freeze build up, right? So a very good chance you freeze Trash Mouth with this when you pop it off. And then it does a pretty sizable amount of damage. Let me show you. The explosion now does about 7.4. And yeah, it's almost close to the 3rd strike on this. Okay, not really almost close. This is quite high, but yeah. So how this works is you drop the Frozen Locust down, you hit it and it explodes. You build up rage while hitting it. And you can also dump rage. I'll show you exactly how to dump rage. So the links on this are on the Frozen Locust is crystalline shards. So you apply a impale, cold impale, right? Then you have more elemental damage, more cold damage, and Rage Forge. So Rage Forge, what it does is that it consumes 10 rage if possible to deal 35% more damage. Why do you want to consume 10 rage? The answer is because you're using Rage 3 here. So Rage 3 here grants you 5 rage on melee hit, and you have more attack speed, but only when you're not at maximum rage. So it's very easy to hit maximum rage at this attack speed. So you use Frozen Locust to dump it, and after you use Frozen Locus to dump it, you can always have the attack speed bonus. You won't be at max rage, but it's worth the trade-off. That also means your Frozen Locus hits for a higher amount of damage just because of this. Yeah, you kind of get the idea of it. So the crystalline shards means that you apply impales with this, but you cannot exhaust impales with this. So you actually exhaust impales with the Ice Strike, right? Tempest Bell is just for more single target when you need it, as well as same thing for charge stuff. I didn't have it until this moment because I didn't have enough spirit, but now that I do, so charge stuff is, you can use charge stuff. Let me talk about the links. Okay, let me talk about, I don't know why I keep going off all over the place. Yeah, so crystalline shards, elemental armament, coal, rage forge. Ice Strike has elemental armament 2, core attunement as well, rage 3, and close combat. I'm looking for another 5 level 5 support so I can put close combat 2. You want to call the Ice Strike as early as possible because of the 10% more attack speed. Tempest Bell is just concentrate area and rage 1. You can probably drop this off and get another damage node or a life leech node because you pretty much leech with this. Charge stuff is just to proc Tempest Bell more and some extra hits, but it actually doesn't really do that much. I'm not sure if I want to keep this combination. I feel like the base setup here is enough. I might want to swap this out with something else. I have 10 beasts here just in case I want to get another beast, but the one I have right now is really good. So I have a Quadrilla. You can get this in Infested Warrens, I think, on Act 3. You just farm the camp that has a Quadrilla spawn. What you want is 2 useful modifiers. In this case, Temporal Bubble is good for me because Temporal Bubble will give a slow effect, and then it stacks along with the chill, so that's really good, nice. A lot safer for bossing, and then all damage shocks means this will always apply a shock, and then when you put it with overcharge, it will always apply a 30% increased damage taken shock. So really good damage support. It also gives loyalty, so you take 10% less damage on hits, and then last gasp means it stays alive a lot more, right? Because I'm also running Chevrons, Star Conjures, this is a 10% reduced damage taken on hits, 25% reduced damage taken on hits. Hero Ice, along with the Locus, is going to ensure large AoE freezes, so really solid, clear. Core Attunement, Elemental Armament, and Magnified Area. Yeah, pretty straightforward setup. Charge stuff is just persistence, draw on duration, perpetual charge, and then combat frenzy is just charge profusion. I'm not sure if I want to keep these. I might need more power charges in order for it to feel comfortable. Right now I only have 3 max, which is kind of low. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You look at the skill tree, you're mostly pathing to percentage increased damage, gain as extra cold or lightning because you want to do shocks and freezes. Down here you have I Am the Thunder for 10% extra as lightning. Along with this is 15%, which means you can shock as well, even though your Quadrilla is doing like pretty massive shocks. And then Unbound Avatar for more damage whenever you need to activate it on demand. Efficient casting here is just for mana cost efficiency, and then down here as well, mana cost efficiency, so that your cost of these Ice Strike and Frostbomb is pretty low. You notice I don't have to really press mana pots, and then that's also because I have Walker of the Wild, so mana leech recovers based off elemental damage instead of physical, so I do lots of elemental damage, leech pretty much most of my mana back. Yeah, rest is just percentage damage increases, to be honest. A bit of ES evasion nodes here, and this one here just for a bit of tankiness. Evasion nodes here as well. Some deflections, nice too. Yeah, a pretty straightforward build. It's not too complex. I actually like this setup a lot, but I'm pretty sure at very late game, Quarterstaffs will beat this. A very good Quarterstaff will beat this setup here. But at the early game, day 1, day 2, probably even until day 5, Hollow Palm is just going to be way better because you just scale defenses and then you scale damage at the same time. Make sure you get the +2 on the gloves and +2 or 3 on the amulet. And when you're leveling +1/+1, when the earliest you can get it is going to spike your damage up pretty significantly. Oh no, not that difficult. Just cap res, get plus mini skill gems, and you'll be zooming. Yeah. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you around. I will keep playing, although POE 0.30 kind of feels really meh. Like the meta hasn't really shaken up. It just feels like we're just playing 0.10 all over again, because all the 0.10 stuff is still strong, and there hasn't been like new ideas that have proven to work, so people are not testing them on day one, because like maybe a few people like are testing some really off-meta stuff and making it work, but most people who have tried have probably failed and then re-rolled to something that they know works, because your progression on day 1 to day 2 just way too important. Yeah. All right, hope to see you guys around. See you. I'm out.